first time to ever attend one of our third circuit classes. Fantastic, this is great. Did you see it in the newspaper? Was it one of our newsletters or something?
I have an extension question, so I'd like to
Yeah, okay, so, when you signed in back there, if you give us your email address, we will put you on our newsletter, our public newsletter that comes out the first of the month on the computer. And it will have several articles about gardening, but it will also let you know all the events that the Master Gardeners are involved in throughout the Chattanooga area and things that are up and coming and the dog classes and so forth. So if you give us just permission to use your email, we'll send you a newsletter once a month that tells you all those things. Okay. For the class today, we have Joe Nichols. Now he's kind of headed this up. Joe kind of put the team together. He is a retired agricultural extension agent from the University of Tennessee. He was actually Hamilton County's agent for 14 years, from 1986 to 2000 when he retired. And so we're very happy he is still very active. And the Master Gardener program here in Hamilton County was started under Joe's leadership. So we owe a lot to Joe. We also have Jennifer Dornbush, and she is a transplant from California. And she joined the Hamilton County Master Gardeners in 2021. She says there's just finally too many forest fires out there, so she had to come back here where we get a little bit more money. She came from Santa Rosa, California. She became a Master Gardener out in Massachusetts at 2004 and has been active there ever since. She has focused on food gardening, including vegetable gardening and raised beds, containers, and growing fruit trees. Pruning has always been one of Jennifer's favorite garden activities, and she will share all of her knowledge with us today. And that is Jennifer. Then we have Jim Stewart, and he, at the end of 2020, Jim ended a long career of leading teams of engineers who built sophisticated software products for global technology companies. Since then, Jim has stayed busy becoming a Master Gardener and co-founding the Keep Sunny Days Beautiful. He does not understand how anyone could be bored in retirement. And I'll tell you, if you're about to retire, you will be busier than you were ever in work, believe me, on that one. But these will be our speakers and teachers, and I'm going to stop immediately right now. We will be also welcoming, and we do welcome all the people that this way, that are out there on Zoom. We are broadcasting to our Facebook group that's out there. Some are close in town and some are out of town. And we're going to be showing videos and jumping from videos to PowerPoints and into lectures. So we will ask that you will hold your questions, write them down and hold them until the end of each little segment. And then we'll take the questions while we're changing over from videos to things. And I'll promise you, I am not technical. So this will be a little bit of a stop, start to get all that. But we'll get it all in. Okay, Joe?
Thank you, and good morning to all of you. This is sort of going to be the introduction, but I'll have to do an introduction to the introduction. The literature that I put out on here applies to today's some of the subjects we'll be dealing with today. But before you leave, if you don't have this on your phone already, get a copy of this. It'll take you to the University of Tennessee website where you can get thousands of publications. Don't try them all. Okay. The objects over here, you'll probably see some of them in the video, and if you want to look at them firsthand, well, you're welcome after. The literature, one of the pieces of literature over here, I copied on management and pruning in your landscape. This deals with a lot more than we will be dealing with today. Okay, ready for the first slide? While it's coming on, I'll offer one more thing. After we're done today, like noon, if you want to get cold and go out and look at the some of the things that we have pruned, I'll be glad to defend the decisions that I made on pruning 2 peach trees. And it's really better to see them in person, so.
That's the one we have to start with Joe's.
Okay, you're on the class outline. Go to the one that says intro. Yeah.
Yep.
This one right here. Okay. Much of the basics you'll need to learn in person. I don't have the paper, so let's think. What time do you want to prune? And time will depend on why you're pruning, what you're pruning, and we'll try to tell you some of that. But before you decide when to prune, decide why you're pruning. The basic reasons to prune can be renovation. If you move into a house and there's trees and bushes and so forth, you may need, just clean out and start over. That doesn't mean replace the plants. It means renovate them. So also you may be shaping for better growth and appearance, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. You may want to open up particularly fruit trees so that it's easier to control insects and diseases.
Oh,
A better fruit or better pollination. Okay, next slide. Now, there's a question for you. Obviously, to me, that should have been pruned years ago. Okay. You see it in the television and paper all the time. Okay. Wintertime is a good time to prune most deciduous plants. It's less shock for the major cuts. It's easier to see crossing limbs and dead limbs and so forth. And I just like to work in cooler weather. And I'm usually more available, more labor available. Okay. You may be going for food or beauty. Most plants, ornamental and food plants, set their fruit buds in the fall. And usually by September, maybe early October in this area, the fruit buds are already there. We'll go out and look at the peach trees. You can see the big fat buds that are going to bloom real shortly if we have more warm weather. Anyway, pruning in the winter will help you not have to remove so many fruit if you need thin next spring. Heavy pruning of blueberries after harvest will stimulate new growth, and you'll have more berries to harvest next year. But it'll also reduce the number of berries this year. But don't worry about it. The size of the remaining berries will offset that. Many flowering plants, such as azaleas and others, do the same thing. Okay, that concludes my introduction. So ready for the next step.
Good morning. I want to take a few minutes, get my slides up.
Which one is it?
Basic pruning in the home, that one. And go to the third slide. Okay. Basic pruning in the home, I want to introduce you, of course, you all are familiar probably with pruning tools, but I want to give you some nice examples here. If you take good care of your pruning tools, they will last you for years and years. These are basic hand pruners. This pair happens to be 20 years old, but I very carefully maintain it every year. Well,
You clean it.
I clean it, I sharpen it, I replace the blade when it's worn out. Yes. Um, This is a very handy pruning saw, and it's very, very sharp, and it needs to be kept clean so the teeth are there, but be careful with it.
Well, how do you clean them?
I get out cotton balls or sponges, and I use fingernail polish remover to get the sappy stuff out in between. It works. There's also a product called Goo Gone, and that works really well also. There's a big thing about not using anvil loppers. We're all familiar with a good pair of lopping shears, and we want to stress that you use, let me put this down for a minute. That's a bypass. See, they work like scissors. This is an anvil. This is not what you want to use. You see that this is a blade that hits a flat surface here. And when you cut with this, you bruise the living tissue and you damage the limb. So this I only use for dead branches, but it's a great example of what not to cut live branches with. And I just wanted to share with you this handy little, this is a pole pruner. And you'll see it on some of the videos we have to show you. This is a 4 foot, they come in 4 foot and 6.5 foot. And they're good for herbaceous plants. I use this for climbing roses, vines, and tall bushes that need to be trimmed up a little bit. It's not a heavyweight pruner. It won't take anything too thick, but it really is handy for shaping up a climbing rose or some vines. Next slide, please. Okay, things to remember. Always the bypass pruners, never the anvil style. Always keep your equipment clean and sharp. And the best way to sharpen is go and get a sharpening stone or a file and just sharpen that blade up, and then be careful not to cut yourself. And when cutting diseased plants, always clean your blade. In between each cut with a Clorox solution, it's 1 to 9. So it's a 10% Clorox solution, or you can keep a spray bottle of Clorox or Lysol and clean those blades off between cuts so you don't spread that disease from one bush to the next. Next slide, please.
That's it.
Simple steps in pruning. I've got 4 basic steps in pruning. Anytime I face a pruning job, these are the 4 things I do. I first remove all dead, damaged, and diseased branches that I can find. Sometimes this is easier to do when the plant is already leafed out. I always remove suckers and water sprouts. Let's go 2 more slides. I have the, okay. Suckers are fast-growing shoots that come up from the roots, and water sprouts are fast-growing shoots that come up from the limbs or the trunk of a bush. These are not good for producing fruit or desirable for the shape of the bush, so we want to take them out. Next slide, please. Oh, there's some examples. Here's a great example of suckers all over the place. The one on the other side is a tree with a few suckers, but you see the branch on the outside, that was a sucker that wasn't taken out promptly and has caused another trunk that is almost as big as the tree itself. Next slide. Okay, step 3, remove all crossed branches or branches that are touching or leaning inward, and you'll see a great demonstration, Joe, when Joe does this. But this is a tree that was topped and then grew very fast, but they really needed to take about a third of the trunks out of this tree for it to look really good. Okay, next slide. And then the 4, this is the fun part. This is where you get to use your aesthetic sense. It's something called aesthetic pruning. You step back, you look at the tree or the bush that you're working on, and then you shape it up to enhance its natural growing habit, keep it open to help clean up dead flowers if you wish to, and be really good about, I mean, you just look and say, it's not symmetrical, I need to take a little more out over here, or that doesn't look quite right. You can deadhead if you want to. And if you do it well, if you make the cuts right and carefully, that tree won't even look like it's ever been pruned. This is very quickly, you're going to see this demonstrated. You always cut at a node. Next slide, it shows the node. A node is where there is growth. So a node is where there's a stem or a shoot. It's like a joint in your finger. That's what a node is. You always want to cut just above a node and not in between, because in between you'll leave dead tissue. Next slide, please. Okay, if you're taking out a limb, you want to cut at the collar, and it's a branch collar. You can see the dotted line where the branch collar is. The tissue below that is swollen, and that's the growth ring that's going to cover over that cut. Next slide. Okay, you're going to cut at an angle away from the trunk of the tree. First, not to damage the growth collar or the branch collar. And then if you do it well, and in a few years, you'll see it's going to heal over, but the angle lets water run off, so you won't get fungal diseases introduced to that branch. Next slide. Okay, here's some examples of bad pruning. This is a tree that's probably crepe myrtle, and it was topped one year, and the next year they cut it back again severely. That's very unhealthy to do for a tree. I know people want to keep it a certain size, but that really makes it grow very poor, weak branches, and it doesn't flower as well, and the flowers don't last as long. The middle slide shows you a trunk in the middle of the tree. They took one stem out in the middle of the tree, but they left about 6 inches of it, and that is dead, and it's going to let disease get in there and actually end up destroying that tree. And the one on the other side, you can see that was a limb that was taken out incorrectly. They left a piece of the limb there, and it's now dead, and it cannot heal over to cover that up and save the tree. That will rot out and damage the tree. Next slide. Okay, removing large branches. Joe is going to show you this very well, but you're going to make 3 cuts and take it out looking like this. You're going to take most of the weight off the limb first by cutting that. And then you're going to come back to the growth collar like I showed you before and make that cut away from the trunk of the tree at the right angle and leave the branch collar there. And there's a beautiful example of it being half healed over now. So that's what we want to get. Next slide, I think. If you do a pruning cut well, and it has time, it'll heal over. And you see this cypress tree has a beautiful healed over branch that was taken out several years ago. And I think that's time to go to the videos.
See if there's any questions now.
Okay, so while she's getting the first videos up, are there any questions? I ran through that very fast. Oh, yeah. Oh, Will this presentation be,
Available online.
will it be available online? I,
They usually do, don't they?
Yeah, yes, yes, it will. It's live streaming on our Facebook page.
Bottom of where the lines are.
okay,
Bottom.
okay,
You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Handheld. We will need our locking shears and, we will also need, a pruning saw like this. Because we have some larger branches to take out. And if things are very tall, I want to, here's a wood one. I have a small pole pruner here, which is very handy for getting some of the top branches. And if you go through, I'll demonstrate each of those, but I have 4 simple steps for pruning trees. First of all, let me talk about a few do's and don'ts. The most important thing is we don't want to cut other than at a node, and a node is where there's living, or where living tissue will grow. So if we go over here, on this branch, you'll see that this is a node because branches come out here. This is a node. This would be in between. We do not want to cut there. This is a node. There's a node here. And you never want to make a horizontal cut. It allows fungal tissue to get into the plant, and it also does not heal. It won't allow the cut to heal. If you look carefully at this tree, you can see the branches have been taken off and they've healed over, so that this will keep disease from getting in. If you do a horizontal cut across here, it has no chance to heal. Okay? Now, the first step in pruning the tree like this is to look for any diseased or dying or broken branches that need to come out. And I see right away we have a broken branch right here that needs to come out. That's too large for my pruners. So I'll grab my loppers. And when I make this cut, I'm going to make it here. You know, there's a growth collar. Every branch has a growth collar. It's a little swollen spot right there. You don't want to damage that growth collar, or it won't heal up. So I'll take this, I'll put it above the growth collar, and simply cut it off. Now we have a nice clean cut here, and eventually the tree will be able to heal over that. I see a dead branch up here too. We'll pick this one up. Don't get the growth collar, just plumb it. Take that one out. And take this one out as well. We'll just work from the bottom up and take all of those out to get rid of any diseased or dying branches. Next, we're going to look for what we call crossed branches. Branches that could run against each other and cause disease or get in the way of normal growth. And ingrown branches. So, in this case, over here, look at this. This is grubby. We don't want that. So we're going to take this out right there. So it does not rub against that. Here is an ingrown branch. Now this is a good way to see the collar right there. And we will cut right here. You'll notice how nice and sharp my pruners are. I regularly stop and clean them is get rid of ingrowing branches. And I see this is an ingrowing branch, I'll leave the loppers for those. So here, and again, you'll see there's a nice cut collar spine right there. And I will cut just above that collar. Giving the squeaky sound. Nice clean cut there. Okay. Now, next thing we want to do is eliminate water sprouts and suckers. Now, this tree has several suckers. Suckers are branches that grow from around the roots. And they really take away from the symmetry of the tree. They don't add anything to it. So we will just quickly
We lost the sound at this point, so I'm going to get in there and I'm going to cut those suckers out, mostly with my loppers. Sorry. And the sound does come back in a little bit, but this is demonstrating how to cut the suckers out of the root of the tree. You get it down as close to the ground as you can. I use mostly the pruners for the small ones, the loppers for the medium-sized ones, and in some cases, if I have to get the pruning saw out.
Do you cut those at an angle or?
No, just as close to the ground as you can. What you want with something like a crepe myrtle with multiple trunks is you want to aim for 3 to 5, maybe even up to 8 healthy trunks coming up, but no more than that. It gets too crowded and you lose the beauty of the trunk of the tree. So you see, I'm using the pruning saw there to cut a very large sucker out. And that's why you keep your equipment as clean and as sharp as you can.
How many major branches in a crepe myrtle approximately?
Oh, you can have a single trunk to have a regular tree, but if you want multiples, start with 3 up to 8, but 3 to 5 is really ideal.
So I've got some that's like 10, 12 years old. It's never been pruned.
Yeah,
And the bottom is complete. I mean, it's probably this big around and it's probably got a bunch of limbs going up.
yeah,
And most of them down the base are like this big.
yeah.
So would I go ahead and cut those back to 5 or 8 or?
No, I would leave those as they are. At that point, they've been growing so long, they're an integral part of that tree.
Right.
I cut out all the new suckers and branches going up and highlight the trunk of the tree and then keep it clean from now on, not let any more suckers come up.
Gotcha.
You can see a lot of these trees are 3, 4, or 5 trunks. These are right outside the building here, actually.
Jennifer, this late winter, very early spring's the best time to be doing this to crepe myrtle too, right?
Yeah, it is.
A lot of people will do it in the fall. I'm like, that's not the best time.
Ugh, no. And they do the horizontal cuts and that just leaves that open all winter long. And, you know, that's just damaging the tree.
It can cause new growth to happen too, right during the
Right.
fall, that'll get burnt up during the winter time.
Absolutely.
So when you have your crepe myrtles, mine's never been topped or anything. They're all natural. They're probably 25 feet tall.
Yeah.
Is that a recommended thing to top them off?
No. Here. The sounds come back. But no, I don't advocate talking those trees at all. You can trim them and make the shape of it. That's the estate pruning, shape.
We're finding roses, but in this case, there's some branches that are easy to cut off. This little part.
Can we get louder?
So if you have some need
Can you get the mic to work?
usually soft stem plants. Very easy.
Jim?
It's like scissors grip.
See, that's right next to the speaker.
Because again, I keep my tools very sharp. You can cut your fingers on that blade. You're not even careful. Okay, now the last step,
I don't know, if the mic is right next to the speaker of the projector.
cut verticals, is
Next
to
year.
look at it, look at the shape of it, and see if there's anything that needs to be out
Yeah.
to make it look better. Okay, so here we're on a different tree, and I see that we've got an inward facing branch that's touching up above. So we're gonna take this branch out. I'm gonna turn my levers like the knife sharp right there. And pull this out. Okay.
Jennifer, why'd you take that one out?
It was inward facing, so you want to keep it going out, let light in and air in.
And we're gonna take a
So these same rules sort of apply to my rose bushes?
Yeah, well, roses are,
I got some that are like.
yeah, I keep those out too.
Can you prune grapes right now?
We have we have a slideshow on grapes, so wait for that one.
These two are in the way and they go towards the shaded area. They're not gonna survive anyway, so I'm going to take these two branches out and work on a 3-trunk structure for this tree. So. This is gonna take quite a while, so you may not want to film the whole thing. Cut these branches off first, so they're not gonna pull.
While she's cutting that, I want to let everybody know that today's class is being live streamed on the Master Gardeners of Hamilton County Facebook page. And also the videos are available separately on the MGHC YouTube channel.
Two branches out. And I'll take the other part of this branch as well. In this case, we don't care where we cut, we don't care about those. We just get it away from the branch. That's not a really good cut. We'll make that later and clean that up with the pruning saw. This one will have to come out with the pruning saw. It's too big for the loppers. So, again, we'll look at the branch. And there's a growth collar here. So we're gonna cut off the bottom.
So I know on a lot of my big trees,
Yeah.
Pruning saw is the best to
Oh, sure.
outside towards the inside.
And you'll see some we've got a demonstration of that too. It's really nice. We also have a tall pruner with a chainsaw on the top of it. So we can, I let my husband do that.
Yeah.
I'm not trusted with power tools.
I shouldn't be.
As you can see, everything that's being done to the crepe myrtles in this area is wrong. Don't do it.
You cutting the growth rings on this one?
I ended up making the growth ring on that one, yeah. little bit. It's hard with the pruning saw. But I didn't take the whole thing out, so it will
I
heal
might
later.
actually get one chisel and come back and clean this up to the collar. This one. Coming up, from the outside of the tree.
You get your exercise.
Oh, man, you really do. The nice thing about a pruning saw like that is you can get into those notches and cut, where something like a bow saw, you can't.
Main stems. They will be canceled and say,
Look at that.
this looks like it's dead. You'll be sick, so I will take it out.
The bark is what is so pretty. in the
Oh,
winter
yeah.
time. I just like Nichols, that beautiful bark, depends on what color you got. That's the pretty part of it. That's why you
Yeah.
cut it up.
And that looks like it's going to turn into a nice tree.
Look at that.
I don't see much else that I can use today without a ladder. But I just want to point out the different trees so you can see what a mature crepe myrtle will look like. So easily, and thank you for watching.
Okay, so now we're going to the fig tree.
I'm Jennifer Dornbush. I'm a master gardener here in Hamilton County, Green. You can try snapping it off. You see that snapped, so that demonstrates that that was dead. And it needs to come out. So we want to cut it back to a living node here to get it healthy. So burning the dead branches off. Because
Can y'all hear
it's
back there?
all that
Jennifer, I wonder if you could have the microphone, just, just cut the sound off on the video and then you just talk us through it.
Okay.
There's a lot of people in there actually can't do it.
take this out actually.
Okay, we're gonna take out, I'm going
Second
to,
thing in pruning is to look for water sprouts and suckers. So
Okay.
water sprouts are
can you hear still
grown
or not?
off of limbs.
We're looking for
This
water
one
sprouts
is
and
a water
suckers.
sprout, and it was not taken out, and now it's strong enough, we will just leave it in. Doesn't seem to be causing any problems. Because they cut that down right to the ground, that would be excellent.
Okay,
Come in and do the,
I've got some help here.
larger branch that goes inside.
Okay, there's a larger branch on the inside that's coming out.
Cut the root collar.
So Carlton's gonna come and cut that out for me. And this is a tree in garden in his church that we worked on. It's about a 5-year-old brown turkey, and it's a beautiful tree, but the deer come in and nibble on it over the winter. So we have to clean up some of those branches and clean out these inside facing branches so that light gets into the middle of the tree, so you can get in and first ripen the fruit and find it to pick it.
You said inside branch, you're talking about the ones that grow to the other branch, right?
The ones that grow towards the inside of the tree. You want the figs grow in something called a fruit bush. There are multiple stems coming up, but you want to keep the center as open as possible so that the light and air can come in, and the light will help ripen the fruit and the air keeps down fungal diseases. So it's a very nice, handsome tree, but it needs to be thinned out quite a bit. That's an inside facing branch. And so we need to take it out. There's several hours worth of work to do on this tree. It had not been pruned at all. And it has a whole bunch of suckers at the root also. And we won't make you sit here and watch me do this for hours. But there you go. See, the cut was right above the branch collar and that'll heal up. And actually this tree is very nice because it actually figs set fruit in the fall. And if it's not too cold a climate, they will ripen in the spring. Tennessee is pretty far north for a fig. It's a Mediterranean fruit bush. But Carlton tells me that this fig tree sets plenty of figs in the fall and they will ripen. So he gets 2 crops a year off of this one. Yeah, and I saw the little baby figs in there. They will be ripening in May and June. And he's really fortunate to have that. I have seen fig trees in this climate in Tennessee killed back to the ground with a heavy freeze like we had. And then the fruit that you get comes up from the suckers from the roots. That's what you have left after the winter. But the nice thing, oh, now this is a 1-year-old fig tree I planted last year. So this is its training pruning. The first year I left it in and didn't do anything with it. But what I want to do is take it back so that we have 3 to 8 nice branches. And I'm showing where the node is, which way the nodes are pointing. So I'm going to cut it so that it grows out away from me right now. Okay. So I start at the bottom of the tree and I'm working up. And
Jennifer, that node will tell you which way the branch is gonna,
Yeah,
branch is gonna pop out too, right?
exactly, each node points in the direction it's going to grow. And that's really important because you can get a tree to grow out or in depending on where you cut it. Or this tree is a little flat on one side, so I cut it so it would get some branches going that way.
So if the tree or bush has buds on it, is it okay to prune in the winter or?
Yes, it is, yeah. You will be losing the fruit. The fruit on a fig tree is at where the leaf joins the stem. So the fig comes right out in between that leaf joint and the stem. And in the winter, you can see a little bulge there that looks like a teeny tiny miniature fig. My fig tree lost all of its babies over with the hard freeze, even though I had protected, it was just too cold. But this is, as I said, it's only a 1-year-old and it's a Celeste, which is supposed to be quite good in this area. And not grow too tall. I was really surprised when I moved to California because I had grown up in areas where either you couldn't grow a fig tree or if you grew them, they got frost damage every winter. And I was reading in the California Master Gardener's book that the mission fig, which is very popular out there, would grow 20 to 25 or 30 feet tall. And I said, I had never seen a fig tree 30 feet tall until I moved to Santa Rosa. And then I had one and I kept it at about 10 to 12 feet.
Jennifer, why'd you cut that one?
Because it was a very fast growing and I wanted it to grow towards down the driveway. The nice thing about a fig is I was talking about the 2 crops a year. If you keep the figs over the winter, you'll get the early crop, but the big crop on a fig is the one that sets in the spring, and that comes on all new growth. So if you cut your fig back severely, even now, all the fig crop you have in August or September is going to come off of the new growth.
So you cause it to branch out more?
Yeah, I'm trying to, this is a training group. So 1-year-old, I want to train it into a nice desirable shape. I'm trying to get it out, spread out, so it's a nice fruit bush. And not too tall. I got the Celeste specifically because it's not a real tall fig. I have it in an area where I normally would put an ornamental tree, so it's part of my landscaping.
Question,
Yes,
can you talk about percent of pruning? I've always heard don't do more than 30% or something. This is pretty aggressive.
This is aggressive, but as I said, this is a training pruning. And also, 30%, 33% is about what you expect on most things. Fruit trees are a different category. Then that's your aesthetic pruning for the landscape. And this is for fruit growth and for actually training this tree to be a nice fruit bush. So yeah, it's really well established. And when you think that a fig can be killed back to the ground with a frost and still come up, cutting it back this much isn't too bad.
Explain, you set up with the node, you go to a node that's growing in the direction that you want. Can you explain it?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
And then cut.
I cut just above it at an angle,
Okay.
and then it will grow out that way.
Okay.
So I think that's the end of my videos.
So roses, when is a good time to cut back roses? Before they start new growth, or
It's-
do it after the new growth
It's
starts?
most desirable to cut them before they bud out in the spring. But roses are very vigorous, so you can really shape them anytime. But yeah, I always did my major pruning. And I don't have any experience with roses in Hamilton County. I can talk about where to do it in Massachusetts and where to do it in California, but I always cut them back in the spring before they bud out.
Right now, it's a good time.
Yeah, so now would be a good time. And here's Joe.
I think my roses right now are still dormant.
Yeah, well, we've had some warm days, so some of those buds may be swelling.
I'm just gonna say though, if you're unsure when they're dormant, it's the best time to prune them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I'm not afraid to prune mine even if they're starting to bud out, because you get a couple of warm days and then you see them bud, shape them up immediately. Because you'll have a few more cold days.
My voice doesn't last very long, so I'm not sure that I can do this.
So we remove that, and here's
Let's see
another.
if I can get the sound here.
It runs for about 4 minutes before it kicks
And
out.
we decided to head back. The limbs up here, they're tall for people to pick the peaches. So we said, well, let's head them back. Then we had to stop because we'd taken off too much. So this time we want to sort of continue,
Can you back it up?
make this tree shorter and open, so it'll grow fruit that can be harvested from the ground.
Just drag it back.
Citizen and retired extension agent, I've been watching these peach trees for a long time. And as you can tell by my forgetfulness, it's been a long time. The ingrowing limbs that.
2 years ago, we took out that branch.
Want to open, we removed this one about 2 years ago, and it's beginning to heal. And the tree was really out of balance. We had a big limb coming out down here, and so we removed that. And here's another cross branch that we removed, and we decided to head back. The limbs up here that were too tall for people to pick the peaches, so we said, well, let's head them back. Then we had to stop because we'd taken off too much. So this time we want to sort of continue to make this tree shorter and open, so it'll grow fruit that can be harvested from the ground. We still need to shorten the tree, so we're going to take off this.
My note there, the way I'm orienting the sharp blade
If we leave
always
this bud,
goes to the live tissue that you want to leave.
this way,
the other side of the pruner, even though it's not an end of pruner, it will do some damage. So always turn the sharp blade toward the, down on the trunk, toward the growth you want to leave.
Thought we might grow this out, but, we'll take out these that will turn into cross branches. Take out everything growing toward the inside. Now,
Joe, a lot of these fruit trees, like peach tree, you want them to be like an upside down umbrella, right? Like an umbrella that's-
That's right, like a flower base or upside down. on
so at this point, I'm gonna let this now grow, and I'm gonna hurt this one. I'll get the power saw out, I'll take it off about here.
You know what I mean by hurting? Eventually, that limb will be gone, but now we need to let it live and we kill the tree.
Still, we don't want these ingrowing limbs.
Once you move ahead to the, where we get the power saw. Okay, now it's not gonna talk to you, so I'll try to give you a few words. Somebody else can go. Trying to cut right above my bud. Okay, let's move to the next tree. Okay, this one is really leaning. I wish we had a camera angle from one side or the other, but you can see as I take off these bottom branches a little bit more than you can see now. Okay, we'll make a bottom cut to prevent the branch from breaking and splitting down. And then we'll make a top cut. See the two different level cuts there? Takes the weight off of the tree, the weight off of the limb. Then we'll take off the limb at the proper place. I think she thought I was supposed to be the star rather than the tree, so. We call that the 1, 2, 3 or ABC cut. Cut underneath, then on top, and then at the tree collar. Okay, now you sort of can see that the tree is beginning to open up. If you go out there, you'll still see that it has a great lean to it, and we'll need to grow out some more on this side.
We have a question. Can I wait to prune all my plants, including hydrangea, the first week of March?
No, not hydrangeas, no. I'm a hydrangea person. Okay, I heard no, I'm not an expert on hydrangeas.
That's my baby.
When you prune them,
The old fashioned ones, the mock heads, you prune them after they bloom. The ones that are rebloomers, you may prune them a little bit later in the area, in the fall. But if you prune anything in the spring for hydrangeas, you go cut off your blooms sometime this year. And, you don't want to do anything for the hydrangeas for that one. But now the mop heads, the old fashioned ones that turn all the colors of the soil, you want to do them right after they're blooming. And lots of times you regrowth on the hydrangeas and through the winter, and that's a winter interest, but it also helps protect the bushes. But their stems are so much full of water that you can run them really bad this time of year. So,
Okay, now we're beginning to look at what will grow. And this, if you come out here this summer, you'll think, hey, they put too much fertilizer on this because this is gonna be woolly with new growth. What you wanna do is the limbs that are growing where you don't want the limb, just when it starts to grow out, you take your thumb and rub it off. Okay, and let the ones grow that you want to grow. Okay, I think they can learn a lot more outside, so. Okay, let's go to Are we ready for grapes?
Somebody had a question about grapes earlier, so that would
Yeah.
probably be good.
That's a video. I mean,
that's it.
PowerPoint.
So after one of them.
Prune GR show. Look at what, yeah.
Your fruit trees, you wanna almost top them off on the branches like that and shape it every year.
Is the grapes is with the blueberries in
This,
there. That one.
Yeah, because it depends on what size plant. We didn't talk about selecting the variety, but if you've got a semi-dwarf
okay, go
or
back,
full size,
go
you
back
want
one.
to take it down so you
Back
can
one.
reach it.
That one.
But the dwarfs, you really probably don't have to do much. So choose wisely.
Okay, now, pruning grapes, this is not the kind of grape that I'm used to growing, but I thought that was a good picture I could get off the internet, just to have a little color. Okay, now let's go to the next slide. Okay. And there should be one between there. We got one more back? No? Well, okay, there we go. Okay, focus on the, where's my yardstick? Focus on the stick on the left. Now, if your neighbor's got grapevines, if you can volunteer as a master gardener to go help them prune their grapevine, you can harvest sticks like this, about the size of a pencil, 3 buds. Okay, next slide. Okay, you stick that in the ground and it grows about this much. This is the second year now, you prune it back to this. Okay, one more. You may need a stick to help it grow upright. But remember, this is what went over the winter. Okay, next. Eventually, you're going to need some support. Now, this is 2 wires for like a nipping system. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, this picture's a what we call a nipping system. If you will grow these about 8 buds long, 4 of them, it'll produce all that the roots will produce. Now, you may not have as many grapes if you want to count grapes, but if you weigh it, you'll have bigger grapes. Okay, Now, this shows the same thing, but a year later, we cut off what grew last year about 2 inches long, 4 of them on each plant. Okay, this is like year 4 of your grape cycle, okay? All right, this shows a before and after. Note the wood that'll fruit this year, the spur that will grow a new one for next year. How are you gonna get it to grow out there? Well, you tie it, tape it, okay, and make it grow right alongside the fruiting cane. Okay? Question? Okay, I've mentioned publications before. There is a great publication up here. You're welcome to look at it. But you can go to the University of Tennessee and get more on grapes. Okay, what do we got next?
Joe, on that, on the grapes thing, you're saying that, like the branches that come off, you want to cut them back to 8 to 12 buds long?
Yes. And you can get it to look like that.
You want the blueberries in? What do you want, Jim?
Stephen is gonna introduce our blueberries, right?
Is there one type of grape that grows better in this area than another?
Well, there you go. Go to the literature and get a recommendation from the university. I know that Concord and Niagara, in my experience, they grow well here. Niagara is a white seedless grape. I haven't got it to grow real vigorously, but the Concord is an old standard that really does well.
Concord's one.
Okay. Blueberries.
So good, fertile, well-drained, slightly acidic soil is what blueberries do well. That's good. And
Yeah, give it the microphone.
so we're on to blueberries now. It's gonna be a before and can everybody hear me in the back?
Now we can.
And we're gonna try to position the microphone by the computer after we're done too, see if that helps out. So this is gonna be before and after in terms of pruning. Joe, if you wanna start with the lines or so, or? This is gonna be a little bit of cartoonish, if you guys don't mind. Here's where we're gonna be doing our cuts, right? And the next one.
You wouldn't be doing this time of year with blueberries, right? Because you'd be cutting off all their fruit if you did it
Yes.
this time.
Yes,
You would do it this time of year?
yes. If they're overgrown, particularly.
What if they're not overgrown? What if they're like just clean last year and just?
Okay, we'll get to that. See what happens? Another case. It's hard to picture blueberries. That's before. And that's after. That one doesn't need much pruning. Where would you prune that? There is after pruning. Still not the best picture in the world.
Okay.
Same picture on the left shows before pruning, but the camera got a lot closer to it after pruning.
Also for blueberries, that we have to have 2 different varieties.
Yeah, we're just talking pruning.
No, you won't grow Looks delicious, right?
Wow.
That it?
Yeah.
Okay. We're ready for trees, Jim?
Ready? Let's see.
I have a question.
Yes.
I just want to make sure the laptop is the volume all the way up on the laptop.
Oh, yeah.
Not just the video.
It is.
Okay. Just making sure.
We're going to
That's why we
check.
try to hold paper at the back of it, and but it doesn't work unless you hold it. For some reason, it has to be grounded.
Now, I would say there are about 5 seats up front, if anyone wants to move up. I just vacated one here, 1, 2, 3. We can stick a chair in there. So if anyone wants to get a little closer, you might be able to hear better. So no one complain about the staff. Anyone move up. Okay, well, what we're going to do now is talk about how you handle trees that have just been growing for years. No one's touched them. You know, can you save them? You know, do you have to cut them down? We're going to use a lot of the techniques that we've heard so far today. So here we go. The people who are going to be speaking here, and you know, I'm going to sit down so you can see the screen. My name's Jim Stewart. Joe Nichols, you know. We're going to have a couple other people on the video. Harvey Anderson, one of my good friends who works with me and keeps on it. He's beautiful. He's legit because he's got a 70-acre. Well, I guess. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got a 70-acre land, and then Curtis Cecil's going to be our videographer. He runs the Kelker Foundation, which is home to the Sunny Daisy Community Library. No one's heard of that before. Okay, here's rule number 1: prune trees while they're young. If you do that, you can get the beautiful shapes in a healthy tree that's shown on the right here. Now, what happens when you don't prune trees when they're young? We're going to see some picture of these just in a minute, but you know, if you're out in the forest, no one's pruning trees, but if it's on your property, if it's in a park, you definitely want to prune them for the desired effect, and importantly for safety. But if the tree's never been pruned, what do you do? We invited Joe up to Soddy Lake in beautiful Soddy Daisy, and we're going to put him to work pruning some trees there. Here are the different steps we're going to go through. And if you're interested in the full video, it's on YouTube. And I think these slides are going to be shared somehow. So you can click on this if you want the 25-minute version of this. I'm going to go through it more quickly. So the first thing we want to do is assess the condition of the trees and determine if they can be saved or if some pruning can help them to thrive. So let me see how we can do with this.
I am Joe Nichols. I'm a retired University of Tennessee extension agent. I'm helping Jim with the evaluation of the trees and doing some pruning. So I represent the university and I'm citizen of South Daisy. Mr. Joe Nichols. We are working on the pruning of neglected trees. Now we're going to be evaluating. Okay. So this tree is really growing really well. And it has some problems with the growths that you can see here. Looking at the tree, we have a dead area here where there's no bark. Have no idea how that might have happened. Something physical or just a defect in the growth of the tree. The indicator of these is that the tree is unhealthy. When it's growing out limbs at the bottom, the tree at the top is not doing its job. The roots say they need to be doing a better job. So the tree will have to come down. And if you come on down and look at this place that somebody cut off another tree, the rot that's occurring here, the hot rot, eventually this tree would yield in a storm. And so we don't want that to happen, hurt some people. So we'll replace this tree because it's showing poor health and it's showing a potential dangerous situation. Looking at this tree, which is a forky tree, the angle between these two limbs indicates a problem, and one of these limbs will break off in a storm. So this one being the smaller one and having no limbs that are growing toward the other tree has a lot of limbs that are growing into this one. So if we remove this fork, then the other tree will recover better than if we chose to leave this one and remove the other one. Of course, we have some other plants in here that'll need to be removed. And although this vine is causing a problem, it doesn't add anything to the beauty of the tree. We have a past mature tree. If we were judging a human at this stage, we were getting ready for the funeral. This tree has a lot of problems. Heart rot is completely in here. See that on the other side? And if we take out this trunk and leave this one, it's going to be leaning at an awkward angle. And because the heart rot doesn't stop down at the ground, it actually feeds into the roots. And this will die from heart rot caused by this problem over here. We also have a lot of vines that are incidental. This, we call this a grapevine. Some people may have swung on the grapevine out in the woods, but actually it didn't do any damage to the tree. The tree would survive it just fine. But like them in the tree, like them out in the swimming hole.
Okay, so you saw from what Joe's done so far, we've looked at 3 trees. Looks like we can save one of them. So let's continue. Now, Joe's going to talk about the display that is right next to him in front. You can take a look at it later on. But this is a really good 3-minute video of Joe stepping through that.
We are looking at an indicator of a problem, but most people don't recognize this street as being an indicator of a problem. Let's look first at this piece of wood. Notice that this was one big trunk of wood, and the other limb was this way, and the narrow angle is the problem. So let's look at the inside story. If we open up this little book, we can see the lack of connection between these pieces of two limbs. And as we get further into the tree, we find that it's completely separated. And now you know the inside story. Why is because this tree didn't fall on a car or somebody's house. It was removed for firewood and put to good use. But if this had been left to the storm, who knows who might have been hurt. Joe Nichols will show you a little bit about how nature prunes a limb. If it works it off in a storm, it tries to heal over, but heart rot happens on the inside. Notice how much it's tried to close this wound. Now, had it been cut at this place here, that would be perfect. We recommend a method, we call it, these 2 cuts were made close together. But this was growing to the tree. A cut was made here, here, and here. We call it 1, 2, 3 or ABC. These cuts took off the weight. This cut left the collar on the tree. And this was not a pruning cut, but I tried to get the collar to show. Now, nature will heal. You can see that this limb broke, like somebody climbing or maybe a storm that it broke, but it completely healed and grew over. Now, the lumber might have covered this piece of wood, but sure can do some things.
No, I think we just do the video. It's better to listen to Joe than me, so.
All right, we have here a large limb that we determined is really too big for this size tree and this location, and we want to remove it, but we don't want it to pitch to the tree. Ultimately, we'll cut it this collar where it branches out, but the first cut will be underneath about 1/3 of the way through, and then just out of that, we'll make another cut, so that it'll, then we'll make the final cut.
The reason for that is if you just cut it, the final cut, it'll rip down the side of the tree.
Say that again.
If you just make the final cut first, the weight of the branch will cause it to rip the bark down the side of the tree.
Yeah, and if you try that yourself, I have tried that in the past before I knew what I was doing. A whole side of the tree is driven. it's gonna get stripped and really damaged. So we're gonna use some power tools now.
All right, we have here.
I'm sorry. So I'm gonna speed this up a little bit because you've seen these cuts before. This is just with a much bigger branch. And we had some fun there.
Jim, can you actually go back to that and let it go full time? I think, I'd like to see it a little bit better.
Oh, okay.
Speaking through that part, that's the most important part.
Okay.
It's already been cut. Can you go back to the beginning where he makes that undercut?
Oh, sure.
We didn't want it following the picnic table.
This is where they let me help.
Underneath sides of the tree. A little less than halfway. Then on the other side, the top side, is gonna move. Banner out, ask me to move out. Make the final cut. It's the 1, 2, 3 method. Off the tree.
Let's try this at home. Oops, sorry.
Clean up the bottom.
So we, whoops.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry.
Clean up. Burning.
I skipped ahead. You know, I'm trying to save us time here and I wind up taking more time, so I apologize. So you were taking branch down. And this is a pretty old cypress that's been growing there for a long time. Here's Joe with some more comments.
So is it cut flush to the tree?
Is that cut flush to the tree, Joe? It's not.
Really about all you can see there of the bark ridge is hidden with the rest of the tree. It's about the best cut that you could make to remove that large limb. Technically, they don't really recommend that you make cut more than 3 inches across. It'll just, heart rot will set in before it can heal. But this is a special tree that they want to preserve. And by the way, don't put any treatment on this cut. Leave it open to nature. No treatment.
We don't want people climbing the tree. Kids could possibly get up there and climb in danger. So we need to take them off. Maybe up about 8 feet. So this one will go, and this one will go, and this one will go. We're going to cut underneath. Then we're going to cut on top. That's the weight off of the limb. Then we'll cut right at the edge of this tree collar, the swollen area here. So the healing tissue in the tree is right there. Better healing there than anywhere else on the tree. Okay, first Jim is going to make a cut underneath the limb, not quite, halfway through. This is to prevent when it comes down, splitting down the side of the tree. It's the first cut of 1, 2, 3 method. I think that's good, Jim. And then just maybe half inch out, maybe a little closer. Okay. And make a top cut. Let the tree limb come down. Without splitting the bark. And the harder cut. Next to the tree collar.
For those of somebody that's a little bit right flush to the tree, this is where it's swollen. You can see where it swells there at the end. Cut right to that swelling part.
Yeah.
It's called a collar.
Yeah. And this is a tree where power tools are more fun.
Now you can see the collar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the picture. And the purpose of me bringing out the handful is just to show you, you know, you have to make a judgment, you know, when do you want to use a power tool, when do you want to use a handful? If the handful was not the right choice there, but I just wanted to demonstrate. And then after the big branches are taken off, you've got old growth underneath, so we're just gonna cut through that. now.
Coming up and burning, clean up the bottom, we have lots of little things that are in the way.
Once you move it to the mulch.
Yeah, okay, so there's a lot of cleanup.
Good time, the good thing about it this time of year too, is that the poison, it's got poison ivy vines on there, and they're not gonna get over that.
That's a good point, yeah.
Oh, you can get poison ivy from bare vines, so be careful.
What's that?
You can get poison
Oh,
ivy
yeah.
from bare vines, so wash your hands when you come in.
With Dawn soap.
Not a recommended tool. But Joe would not be stopped.
That's better.
What is that vine?
Excellent advice from Joe Nichols and artwork from Harvey Anderson and others. Finish trimming the tree. You can see we've recently cleared out the bottom part. And with all the vines that were crawling up the tree, that took some time. We're now ready to put some mulch around the tree. Best practice is that we should extend the mulch out to where the new shade is. Unfortunately, I didn't bring enough mulch today. Some of the mulch, I will come back and do it later. So, put some mulch down. As we put this down,
What Joe had recommended was to go out to where the noonday shade is.
Oh, that drip line. Ah, drip line, yeah.
So, yeah,
So if you have a big tree.
it's a lot of mulch.
Yeah.
You're going 30 feet. I'll
Yeah.
just make it
A lot of mulch.
Yeah. How long will it be before you can tell us that big cut deal?
You should come back and see. A couple weeks ago.
20 years.
Yeah, these were trees planted alongside the lake. I even talked to the old timers. No one knows when they were planted. So we're just guessing how old they are.
enough mulch, but we're gonna go for about a 3-inch depth for the mulch when we're finished. And there's an interesting point about the cypress trees back here. I don't know if we can take a look at the cypress knees. This is a feature of the cypress trees, which is a normal way they can spread. And in this case, they happen to be heading towards the water. See different types of trees like this.
I'm sorry?
Quality mulch and cotton mulch, actually, I prefer shredded cypress mulch. It doesn't wash away real bad, it doesn't blow in the wind, and it's semi-permanent. It doesn't rot like bark does, but bark is cheap and chips are cheaper, so it's real important to keep down the vegetation that competes with the tree itself. So do consider mulch however you can afford. Of our volunteers today, Harvey and Joe and myself, special videographer Curtis Cecil. We want to thank you for spending some time with us today, and we wish you luck in your tree pruning efforts. Have a good day.
Okay, we've got time for questions. Pass the microphone around. That's you. Have it. You get any questions online? Good rundown.
The freezing of skip laurels and auto weekends,
Say again, please.
the freeze, what they did to the skip laurels and the auto weekends, what's safe as far as pruning those?
Well,
The skip laurels look like they're,
I don't know, maybe Jim can speak to that. If it were a beech tree, I probably could tell you what the story is, but skip laurel, I don't know. Somebody else with experience?
Wait until it starts to leaf out and see what the
Okay.
damage is.
Wait and see. A technique, if you'll take your fingernail file or thumbnail and scratch the bark. If you get to light green and white, that means it's good. If it's hard and brown, it's not good. Or bend it, if it breaks, it's dead. But a lot of trees, a lot of shrubs will come back from the ground. Like this gentleman that asked the question about the crepe myrtles that are huge and many of them. If you just went in with a chainsaw and said ground level, you'd be amazed at what would return within a year. That tree and its roots really acts like it wants the same number of leaves in 2023 as it had last year. It'll amaze you.
Just a continuation of that. I've had 3 of those right now. So there was like 6 of them in a row. And I took my tractor and dug them out and cut them out with a chainsaw. And they're still growing back today. That was like 4 years ago.
Okay. I would like to make one comment on the crepe myrtle. We didn't really talk about that, but you saw the pictures of it. Most crepe myrtles, they are trees. They're not shrubs. Now, there are some crepe myrtles that will grow small, but if you buy a giant and try to make a shrub out of it, you got your work cut out for you. Okay? But this idea that all of them have to be topped all over Chattanooga, it's a shame.
There is a garden in Richmond, Virginia. And there's a section there that has the crepe myrtles that are 30 feet tall. And the trunks are this big around. And they're shaped with that purpose when you're walking through there because it's a botanical garden. And so you see all this beautiful bark. I mean, you're so taken away with the beautiful bark that you almost won't even look up to see the rest of the tree. And then when they bloom, it's just unreal. It's just a profusion of blooms. And my sister has one. She's in Virginia, and she has one in her yard. And it is just absolutely gorgeous because it has not been pruned. Like I said, it is a tree. It is not a bush. And for this, all this, and nothing's worse than these knobbies. When you walk up and down and look at everybody, it's all this knobby stuff. I mean, that is just as ugly as it can be. And it doesn't help at all. Eventually, that's going to be a decay situation and everything. Leaves will still bloom, and the blooms will get big and beautiful. And some people don't like them because they're messy. So if you don't want a messy tree, then don't plant a crepe myrtle because it's going to have a drop to it. It's going to be messy for a while. But you want the beauty and year-round beauty because of the bark and then the blooms. It's just gorgeous.
one last thing, one of the slides didn't get up there. I had a picture of a step ladder, and over on the left, since I couldn't draw the no symbol, I put NO in capital letters. Printers for volunteers, me included, your feet should be on the ground. Safety.
So when we get back to the crepe myrtles and other things that you're buying for the landscape, and I talked about it with the figs, but crepe myrtles are the same. When you go to the store to buy a crepe myrtle, look at that tag and look at what its expected height and width is going to be. Don't buy a tree that's supposed to top out at 25 feet if you've got it fairly close to your house. You want one that's going to top out at maybe 8 to 12 feet. And then you won't have to murder the top of the tree and it'll look beautiful. And you won't have to spend your life pruning either. As I said, when you get a crepe myrtle, it is naturally a tree and they make beautiful trees. But they also can be shaped to stems. 3 to 5 really look good if you have it, but make sure it's away from your house. Probably a foot for each stem you have. So if you want 3 nice stems, make sure it's at least 3 feet away from your house. Are there any other questions?
Jennifer, can I ask?
Sure.
I just wanted to add a couple of notes. I mentioned them on Learner. First, what Jennifer mentioned before about sharpening your tools is so important. I had gone years with, unsharpened, and I would throw them out and buy new ones. But if you sharpen and take care of your tools, they really can last. And secondly, you'll see some of this pruning was pretty significant pruning. When I started pruning, I was afraid to take too much off. But you can see from some of this, you can really prune these once you know what your objectives are. So those were 2 things that stood out to me as I'm learning.
Could I bring my tubes to you for sharpening?
Yes, well, what's your question? You can get files or whetstones like you would for your knives, your good knives at home. My husband's a woodworker and he keeps sharpening stones in the workshop, but you always get a nice angle here. Clean it up.
I know you can't see this, but this side is flat, completely flat, designed to slide along this guide over here. So file from this side only. Never put the file on this side. If you sharpen it on this side, eventually you'll come down on the limb and it'll pull wood tissue in between this and bend this away.
Yeah.
And then you might as well go buy a new one. So keep it sharp from this side.
And that's about a 30-degree angle if you sharpen, 30 to 45 degree.
So do you ever sharpen both sides of your?
No.
No, just one.
Like a pair of scissors that you have at home. If you've got a good pair of scissors, you sharpen one side is flat, and every now and then I run the file over that to get burrs off, but not to sharpen it. It's just absolutely flat. The other side is about 30 degrees. And just get a razor sharp. Yes.
Have you ever sharpened your hand pruning saws?
No, saws are very difficult. You have to get those professionally sharpened.
Question back here.
Yes, I noticed Jennifer mentioned something about be careful because you still have to get the poison ivy.
Yes.
And then somebody mentioned go in and wash your hands beyond soap. I'm an amateur. What does beyond soap mean?
Dawn.
Actually, I use lava. I keep a bar of lava. I think everybody's familiar with the old, and it has pumice in it. And there are other, Boraxo makes a hand soap that has pumice in it. It kind of takes a layer of skin off along with it. but I know from the poison ivy, because my boys were Boy Scouts and they would go out in the winter and they'd come home from a camp out and they'd have poison ivy in their hands.
Timing is important also. A friend of mine and I were cleaning up an area behind his house, and we had a bunch of tools out there, and at our age, you know, we should have quit 2 hours ago, but we didn't. But when I finally decided to quit, I went home and took a shower. He decided all those tools need to be put away. He got poison ivy all over it. I didn't get a spot.
No, on the poison ivy, my friend was to do a clearing out area, and she took her, and she had gloves, and that was fine. And she put her gloves on the shelf in the garage. But the next day, she went and got those gloves off the shelf in the garage, and then where she touched them then, she didn't get the poison ivy the first day because she had them on. But when she went back and got the gloves that had not been washed or disinfected, then she transferred it to herself. And if you've got the trees, we recently downsized, and where we are, the trees were in that shape. They have a lot of poison ivy growing up, and I'm talking stalks like this. So I take these very sharp pruners, and while I cannot, and I don't want to pull these big limbs down on myself or anything else, I go and I take big chunks of that out. So I'm killing the vine. It'll eventually, it dies up in the tree, and eventually it will fall on down. Now I found out it also was holding a couple branches up there too. I have since fallen. So be careful that you're not under it.
Even the smoke from burning that is toxic. One thing that I usually put in a pruning demonstration like this in grapevines, but I forgot it. The best time, you know, the time to prune, the best time to prune a grapevine or a tree or a crepe myrtle might be just after you and your spouse have had a big argument and you hadn't made it up. One of them to go prune that tree.
One thing that I wanted to share with you is there's different pruning techniques for fruit trees, depending on their variety. Joe demonstrated the peach trees, which you want the open V for those. Apple trees have a central leader that wants to go up. So even if you cut it down, it's going to send a shoot that goes straight up. And with the fig tree that I was demonstrating, it's what's called an open bush or a fruit bush. And if you buy a fruit tree, make sure you know how it wants to grow and encourage it to go that way. And then aesthetic pruning is for your landscape plants. And I talked about that a little bit. We didn't really, the crepe myrtles were about all we did with landscape plants, but each plant has its own growth characteristic, and it's important to know what it is and try to enhance it. Yes.
So the apple tree, we have a really old one that we're trying to save and keep, and it's never been pruned. So we've pruned it a little once because we were scared. I want it to live. But so you said the central one, do you still make it hollow inside?
No, she has a mature apple tree. Is it a full-size tree?
Yes.
It's a full-size tree, and I've gone through this also. What you want to do is do that over a number of years. And so this time of year is good, it's dormant. Take out about a third of that tree. And I actually work from the top down. So you want to encourage that mature tree to go out laterally, is because when it's a mature apple tree can be 30 feet high. And you can get things for picking apples real high also at the hardware store. It looks like claws with a basket underneath, but those mature apple trees do produce really nice apples. And just work in every year, take it back about a third until you get to the height you want, and then keep it trim and, take out the inside branches, keep it loose and get air in there. Yeah.
Thank you.
I was talking, we grow apple trees a lot, so I will tell you on your crops, your apple and your fruit trees often give you a big crop one year and the next year it's not quite so much. And then the next year. Sometimes if you get the freezes in between, then it causes that year not to be so good. And the next year, then it will overproduce. And so what you've got to do is cull that crop. Because if you don't cull it and you just hate to, you go out there and you see all these apples and you don't want to do it. But you've got to do it because it will get full enough that it will pull the tree over. Ask me how I know. But we had to get it with the truck and try to pull it back up and stake it and everything so we didn't lose the apple tree. It was because I did not cull the crop. I mean, it was just laden with apple trees because the previous year we had a freeze. And it did, that was the year it was supposed to give me a big crop. So they gave you twice the crop the next time. And then when you got them, when there's 3 or 4 of them, 5 or 6 in a cluster, go in there and pick some of them off. So otherwise you're just gonna get the scrawny little apples, they'll start dropping and everything. So pay attention to what your crop is on that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when thinning an apple tree, the rule of thumb is 6 inches between the apples. And then you'll get larger, very tasty apples. Don't leave more than 1 in each cluster. Okay, there's another question?
Do you prune evergreens or fruit trees?
We didn't talk about that. We don't prune them very much. I actually, evergreens and,
Well, I can speak to the junipers. The tip end of the limbs will grow. Everywhere you have a little branch, that will grow. But if you cut below that, a common tree in this area and more common north of here is red cedar, common red cedar. Okay, if you cut it off at ground level, like I mentioned with the crepe myrtle, it's dead. If you cut it off below the lowest limb, it's dead. So you can share, okay, and let other branches spread out. Now that's juniper. Okay.
What about the bottom branches that they look like they're dead? Like they're just brown?
Of what plant?
Of an evergreen tree, you know how like they sort of like glue down the top. What's that?
Okay. Okay, the question is about lower limbs. Well, let me talk about a nandina. We talked about pruning several things. If you want a nandina to be green from the bottom up, and you want red berries from the bottom up, you need to prune it like we suggested on the blueberries. 1, 2, 3 pruning. Count the stems, like thumb size and finger size. If there's 4 of them there, cut one of them at 6 inches, one of them at a couple of feet, one of them at this side, and don't do anything else. Next year, go in and cut out the old wood. Blueberries grow on new wood. Nandinas, almost lost the word. Nandinas bloom and berry on new wood, much like blueberries. So if you want a nandina to be green all the way up, prune it like you mean it.
So a lot of those that are missing leaves or needles at the bottom, is that really because the plant is so wide
Shade.
and it's shaded the inside?
yeah, the evergreens and other shrubs will, the question is, the branches at the bottom look dead, and that's because they're not looking, they don't get light. The top is shading the bottom. So when you're doing you're pruning your landscape plants, you want them more in a pyramid shape than a round shape, because if you round it, you've shaded those bottom branches and they will die. They're not adding any nutrition to the plant. So if they're brown, do the scratch test to see if they're alive. If they're not, take them out. They're not gonna help you at all. But in the future, when you prune it so the bottom branches will get light as well.
Just don't make meatball bushes.
No meatballs. I call them gumdrops, you know?
I call them meatball bushes.
Yes, the question is that?
No, not a question. For the people on Zoom, they already have it. But for the people here, we've talked about the Master Gardener Facebook page. We've talked about the Master Gardener YouTube channel. And also the Master Gardener hotline. If you have questions, we do have a hotline that you can email to. And then we have some of the UT publications. I have the general UT publications default. So on your way out, you can take a picture right here and you'll have that information for you. The people online already have it.
Thank you very much. We have about 5 minutes left. So are there any more questions?
While you're thinking, ligustrum, or what's the common name of that shrub used for hedges? Okay. Yeah,
Is it privet?
privet. Privet. Okay. If you go out and see privet that's flat on top, okay, pull it apart and look, and you'll see green only goes about so deep. Okay, if you want a pretty, either round or head shape, or however you want to, reach in and take out big stems. Leave room for light to go all the way down, and it'll stay beautiful. By the way, privet, you can cut it off at the ground and start over.
Okay, there was one more question in the back.
I'm just reminding you, I'm an amateur. So I have to ask, in this area, there's 2 things I would love to plant, but I've never seen it before in this area. Has anybody ever planted lemon trees or rosemary bushes?
Okay, I can tell you about lemon trees because I came from California and took a special class in growing citrus in Northern California, and I actually had 3 in my yard. It's too cold here for lemons or any citrus, and I'm sorry to tell you, because unless you can put it in a large pot and bring it inside, that cold snap we had would have killed any of it. But it's just not warm enough over the winter here for citrus. Rosemary, it got damaged, but it should be coming back. So don't be hasty in cutting it out. Give it some time to come back.
I don't have any. I would love to get some. Where would I even?
All the nursery stores this spring will have, she wants to know where to get rosemary. And there are different kinds of rosemary. I've had a bunch of them. I happen to prefer the trailing rosemary, the kind that's prostate. And it's very tasty, even though it's not considered a culinary herb, it is very good. And you can get them that grow, 3 feet high and 6 feet high, and they're beautiful.
Down to earth, Pat Stewart, she's got the rosemary, especially the culinary. And if you come to the expo, there'll be plenty of rosemary there in different ones, because it's one of our favorites. And so and Pat carries several different varieties.
And there's a particular variety, if you really want culinary, it's called barbecue. And I think everybody here can remember barbecue. And it is a very tasty rosemary. It grows about 4 feet high. Yes,
Are you able to recommend any nurseries? Or are you able to do that?
We don't actually pick out individual ones, because that would not be a good thing for us to do, because we support all of our nurseries. But we will tell you that if you come to the expo, we can show you the ones that are there that come and support. We choose very carefully. A lot of them that will be there. And most of these are your small, what we call them a mom and pop, but whatever the small ones. And I'll tell you right now, there's some of there, I have never lost a plant from some of them that come because they're small and they love their plants like we love our pets and children and everything else. I mean, they do that. And so there will be several there. We'll probably have 7 to 10 or more nurseries will be there. And you don't want to plant anything in this area until after April 15th anyway, because of the freezes that we can still have up to that point in time. But all the nurseries around here, we support them as master gardeners. We support all of our nurseries around here. And for the most part, they support us. But I'll tell you for sure, the ones that will be at the expo will carry all of your vegetables and plants and bushes and trees, and everything will be there. So just come and you'll have a room full of selections of anything that you want right in one place.
When is the expo?
And we need to recruit master gardeners.
We actually have recruitment.
When is the next?
When's the expo?
When is the expo?
It's April 15th and 16th, indoors, Camp Jordan Arena. We do not have to worry about the weather for that one. And we will have, actually this year, for the first time, we will have a fruit person, because Wheeler's Orchard up on the mountain, and they will be there. So we were actually, this is the first year to have a fruit nursery to be with us, but we got everything else, but we were able to get to come this time. So like I say, one room shopping, you'll be able to find anything that you want. Will be there.
Well, I'm gonna head out to look at the peach trees if anybody wants to go out there and touch one. The optics that are up here on the table are not to take, but come up and handle them and see what nature can show you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.